going to be modeling this problem. So I have this very first equation and I have this second equation. It actually wants me to know what are the solutions that both of these equations have. The last few weeks we've been finding our variable. We're going to be doing the exact same things for these two equations. So I'm going to split my paper in half, and I'm going to be solving one equation on one side and the other equation on the other side. The left-hand side first, so the blue equation, and I want to find n by itself. The very first thing I need to ask myself, do I need to simplify? No, I don't need to simplify on either side, so I could move my constant over. My constant is this -1. The inverse operation of a -1 is a positive one. That means the ones are going to eliminate, and I'm left with 5n is greater than -25. I still need n by itself, and I see it's 5n. I know they are multiplying. The inverse operation of multiply is to divide. I didn't divide by a negative, so the inequality stays the same. -25 divided by 5 will give me a -5 back. So I'm now done solving one equation. I now need to solve for the next equation. So I ask myself, do I need to simplify on either side? Meaning, do I need to distribute? Do I need to combine like terms? No, I do not. So I need to move my constant over. Constant for this problem is -2. So the inverse operation of -2 is a +2. That does eliminate the 2 on the left-hand side, and left with 7n is less than or equal to 12 plus 2 does give me 14. Now I'm left with 7n is less than or equal to 14. My last thing to do is to divide by that coefficient of 7. So I'm going to divide by 7 on each side. So this would be eliminated. And I'm left with n. I didn't divide by a negative, so the inequality sign stays the same. 2. Got my n's for both of these equations. I'm now ready to start graphing it on the number line. So I'm going to graph the very first one, which is n is greater than -5. So I'm going to first go to -5 on my number line. I see -5 is right here. I know it's going to be an open circle because my inequality sign tells me it's an open circle. And I know all of my values are going to be greater than that -5. So I know that means it's all of the values going this way. I'm now ready to graph the second equation. And it's telling me I want to go to the number +2 first. What type of circle is it going to be? Since there's a line underneath that inequality, I know it's going to be a closed circle. That's the best circle I have. And I know all of my values are going to be less than that number. So I know all of my values are going this way. So there's something about this and right here. When you see the word and in between two equations, it actually wants you to know when do those overlap each other. I see that it overlaps right here. So when it overlaps right there, I only want to graph at that point. So I'm going to erase my graphs. I'm going to leave my points where they are. And I'm going to only graph where they overlap. And we said they overlap at this point right here. So I'm going to make my line to go to each point.